Hey guys, how's it going? It's Genie here and welcome to my first video on Genie Games. So, I thought, what topic could I pretty much introduce you guys to the channel to? Don't really want to talk about myself too much, it's not really the type of person that I am. So, I thought, why not talk about work? I work 51 hours a week. I work 10 hours a day. I work just over 10 hours a day. I start just before 9 o'clock in the morning and I finish just after 7 PM on the night. So it equals over 50 hours. So the kind of things that happen at my work, if you don't know, I'm in IT tech support. So pretty much I help people with their problems. Seems, simple enough. No. It really isn't. Like, I think I got about 4 stories for you today. They're all pretty short, so it should be good. So let's start with the first one. We got a call the other day, and typically what we do is, being as different people are from all around the country here in the UK. So what we do is we ask them simply what their postcode is, because we have the majority of people that call back on our system already, so we can see whether or not they have a contract with us, so they are able to accept support for their machines and whatnot, and just to go all through that business. So we're asking this guy, just to make sure we got him on our record, what his postcode is, and he starts getting abusive. Then he starts threatening. And then he said he's going to burn the building down that we reside in. And it's just like, okay, so what we do, whenever this situation occurs, what we're told to do is put the microphone on mute, or wait for them to stop having a go at you, and then still, pretty much try to get the problem that they have out of them. Because essentially what people do, they just have a go, but don't explain to you what the problem is. So that's what we did. We just asked what the problem is. We asked him, for his postcode, just to make sure that we're able to give him support. But no, more threats against the building that we work in, just everything, threatening to bring people down, to trash the building, threatening to burn the building. It's just constant, and then after he hangs up, for support, he calls back, but this time he goes through to customer services. So something that hopefully customer services can get it out of it. No, still threats, still everything and whatnot. And then we had 3 options on the phone. Then he decides to call sales and just have a go at them as well. So after that 3rd call, and after we just hang up, he just stops calling. So to this day we still have no idea who he was, what his problem with us was, and how we could have helped him with that situation. It's most likely that it was just a prank call, but hey ho. The second one. This one, just 2 of these is just no. So basically, where do I begin? It's just people. The intelligence, I can't really call it intelligence. The mindset of people is really, really confusing of other people. Usually I can get to grips, most of the time I can see other people's point of view, and I can see where they're coming from, the problems, and it helps me deal with their problems a little bit easier. But this guy, his machine wouldn't connect to the internet through Wi-Fi. Possibly he had, he put in the wrong password or whatnot for his internet. So it's like, okay, we provide you with an Ethernet cable, plug that into the machine, and we can get that working. It will be automatically connected. You only need internet for our support, so remote support. So you don't need to have it in all the time anyway. And it's not like you need internet. With what they're doing on their systems, they don't need internet for it. So we get him to plug the internet cable, well, the Ethernet cable in. And he said, it's still not working. So it's like, okay, is it possible you have a different wire? Possibly that cable is broken. He said no. It's like, okay, does seem to be a problem. So what we do is we get pictures. We ask to send us over some pictures for confirmation of, you know, whether they've got it plugged in correctly, because most of the time they don't. And with this guy, he didn't. So, you know, the Ethernet cable is meant to go in the Ethernet port, well, from your router. Well, for some reason, this guy decided to plug in a telephone wire. Now, a telephone wire is a lot smaller than an Ethernet cable and can just about stay in the Ethernet port without it literally just falling out due to gravity. So we explained to him, you know, that is not an Ethernet cable. You know, it's like this. Both ends have the same. It goes into your router, and he refuses to believe that what he has plugged in is actually a telephone wire and not the Ethernet cable. So that takes about 10 minutes, and then in the end he finally gets it plugged in and we're finally able to help him. Now this next one is actually something I dealt with literally yesterday. Currently today, as I'm recording this, it is the 25th. This actually occurred on the 24th. And oh my god. Okay, so I was on, let me just put it in perspective. I was on the phone with this guy, I should say, for about 50 minutes in total, okay? And 10 of those minutes, I shit you not, 10 of those minutes were him trying to figure out where you put the kettle lead in the machine. 10 minutes trying to figure out where to put the power lead. And I explained it to him, you know, it's at the base of the machine. There is only one part of that machine. There is only one part of that machine where that plug is physically able to fit, and he refused to believe that his machine had that port. Like 10 minutes. 10 to put in a kettle lid. 10. That is all for today, guys. I'm just gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this, the work stories. I'm sure I'll have a lot more soon. But guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure you can press that like button. If you haven't done already, subscribe to the channel as well. Don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you all next time. Goodbye.